Hello, I'm Hannah Dykes and I am in the SE 502 class at the University of West Alabama. Today we are going to talk about audio perceptions and how they change and what they mean to me. So I feel like I need to discuss two things, and I want to use my notes to make sure that I don't get them backwards, but articulation disorders are problems making certain sounds, and phonological process disorders are patterns of sound mistakes. So there's many causes that can lead to these disorders, like cleft lip, Down syndrome, hearing loss. And I feel as a teacher, we just see different instances of it every year. Usually no child's going to have the same speech disorder, and different tactics are going to work for different students. I feel like the perception changes when you see a smaller kid not able to pronounce a word. It is seen as cute. It's not really looked into much, but as that child gets older, kindergarten, first grade, I feel like we start kind of worrying, oh, okay, well, this is a problem. We've been thinking this is cute, but it's starting to get worse. Now we need to look into getting our child help. I have a 3-year-old daughter who, instead of cup, says pup, instead of yellow, says ello. And my husband and I try to stop her after every time that she says a word or mispronounces a word. We stress yellow, yellow, and we say it correctly for her. In cup, we say cup, not pup. I want my cup. And we're not tough on her right now. I mean, I know she's only 3, but these are just things that I realize as when a kid's smaller, it is cute and you think that's sweet and you don't want them to outgrow it. But as they get older, it does become a problem. And I teach middle school. I have 6th to 8th graders. So they're going through a lot of different hormonal stages. They can be mean. I have it where my students, they do pick on others. They're picked on. And I feel like that's something as older student has to start worrying about, is maybe being singled out. Nothing's wrong with the disorder and they're getting help, but other students don't understand that and they begin picking on the student. But speech disorders, I have seen them, very mild cases and then very severe cases. While I was teaching at Augusta Evans in Mobile County, it's a school in Mobile County that is completely dedicated to special needs students. I had several students with Down syndrome whose speech disorder was very severe, and even at the age of 18 to 21 in our classes, we still worked with the students on pronouncing any type of word. I was a horticulture teacher, so most of mine was greenhouses outside. But there were still words that water. There would be students who couldn't pronounce water or petunias. We worked on these to help the students. As a younger kid, working with them in front of their classmates, they don't think much of it. So I think that's still a positive impact on them. And even though as they get older and you're still working with them on pronouncing words, that it still has a positive impact, but I also think it impacts them negatively because their peers are seeing them, even at an older age, needing help pronouncing words. But I feel like we just live in that society where, kids are going to pick on them, and we have to find a way to help them, for them not to lose self-confidence, to always believe in themselves. And even if they are a little different, it doesn't matter. I'm trying my hardest, and I feel like as teachers we need to instill that into them, and that is just my perception on audio perceptions.